Hey there everybody, how you doing? I am Francis and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Quest. As you can see, today we are starting off our episode here on the Metaverse screen. That's because there's something I want to say before we jump into it, and that's regarding the side stories here. Somebody has told me that you can unlock these by making poems for the art people, so since I want to get them all, I think I gotta start writing poems for Natsuki and Sayori, so we'll be doing that from now on, and that's really all I want to say, so we're just gonna jump back into the game, so let's go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I really wish that days really did go by this fast. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Francis, hi Sayori, how you doing? Yo Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm always in a good mood. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Oh, get used to it. I'm not going nowhere. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Why not? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that? All of a sudden. No reason really. I just wanted to look at it, that's all. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Now I see why she'd want me to go with her. Someone's got no money. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought snacks before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. No fair! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Honestly, I would have just bought her a snack from the snack machines. Like, they only cost $1. Why am I being a jerk to my best friend here? Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Well, just because someone's not not looking, doesn't mean that they're not listening. Like, she may be reading a book, but her ears are always open. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yeah, something in my book was funny. Yuri! Tell Francis to let me borrow some money. That's, don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Listen to the words of wisdom. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Wow, wise words. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's, there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution, Yuri. Yeah, that's what I meant. Still, coming from you, Sayori? I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. That's true, yeah. But, You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pow! Plop! Ah! Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Oh, I thought whatever that was that hit Sayori maybe hit her a bit too hard and now she was seeing cookies. But no, it was a real cookie. Okay. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution, Sayori. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. And then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Oh, Sayori, I love you. Jeez, just eat it already. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's so good! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! Oh dear. I know that pain. Ugh. You're going through a lot over just a cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. I love chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, let go of me! I get it! Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori-san kneels down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Oh. Oh dear. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? And there she goes. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Well, it's kind of funny. And Natsuki's like, they're like, did that just happen? Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori that, you're not here? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. That's weird, the president is late. Where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me, no. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's Monika. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all, you know. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh, come on, Yuri. Give yourself more credit than that. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Right on cue. Look who's here. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. We were just talking about you. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. They kind of were, yeah. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Not necessarily true. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Is there anything she doesn't do? I don't really. I kinda just started. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika.
That's,
Monika looks at me.
maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down.
Thank you, Monika. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything after all, by the way.
Hey, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. Sayuri wanted some money from me, and I got smacked in the face from a cookie by Natsuki, and then ate Natsuki's cookie. That's pretty much all there was. Not really, no. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. Yeah, it was for the best. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. I'm not surprised. It's Sayuri. She's like a rabid dog when it comes to food. Kinda like me. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Of course she has. Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. No, it's no problem. I was kind of just waiting for you. Oh, how nice. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's... Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all, go right ahead. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure? Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher now? Thanks, I'll be right back now. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go? Yeah, sure.
Where are you two off to?
We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher, that's all.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job though, isn't it?
That's, Monika, please mind your own business for once. Oh, wow. Or, do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Francis in club activities? My mouth gaps.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go. Okay. That was so unexpected coming from Yuri. Yuri quickly exits this room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated, you know? What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, there's nothing wrong with you. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Francis, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect, Yuri. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Francis, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. We're back! Francis, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Honestly, I never heard of it. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on a kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teacup and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, huh? And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do after all. When it's you who's around anyways, that is. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much, okay? You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Francis, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. Of course we can. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because don't make me say it. Your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor, okay? Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Good job. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more that I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. So much willpower. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want, by the way. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, the left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means that I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Francis? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. I'll admit, that was actually kind of cute, feeding her a little chocolate. The situation has gone really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Monika, we be a mood breaker.
Okay, everyone.
Ah! Yuri jokes back.
It's time to share poems.
Now? You couldn't wait a few minutes?
Francis, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course. I helped bring it out anyways and make the tea, so sure.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken. God damn it, Monika. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups up from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean out without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, this is the second time in a row that I made things awkward between me and Yuri. Who should I show my poem to first? I think I'll start with Monika because Monika's voice really hurts my throat. That I'm just gonna get her all the way first, okay?
Hi again, Francis. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. I sense it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll end up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know, though. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. When she said I'll take that, I thought she was talking about the poem, but I guess not.
Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
It shows, doesn't it? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way I can describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside her head.
Sandy, it's hard to get a much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep to herself so much. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
It shows, doesn't it? You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm only kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, fictional one.
Oh, of course. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway, you want to read my poem now, right? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look at it. What do you got here? Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. A lot more foreshadowing of what's coming. It's even more abstract than your last one.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kinda like playing with my space on a paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Oh, I know what it's about!
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Monika breaking the fourth wall! That's gonna be happening a lot in this game, by the way. Like this game, a little bit of a spoiler, this game doesn't only break the fourth wall, it destroys that wall. It knocks it down. It takes a wrecking ball and smashes that wall to pieces.
You never know when you might change your mind about something, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today, by the way. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Monika, for speaking to real me and not in-game me. Alright, who should I show my poem to? Next, we'll go with Yuri this time. Because, you know, Yuri's my number one. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with all surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Francis, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a great job explaining it to me. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered patience to her. Yeah, just being a preacher like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Uh-huh. Yeah, this is a first for everybody. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. No one would laugh at you, Yuri. Right, guys? You wouldn't laugh at her, right? Yeah, of course. Of course you wouldn't. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. Oh no. I'm guessing her only friends are here in this club. I'm sorry, Yuri, I didn't know. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary humor. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon at urge. The more increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that blisters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps, I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic favoring conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay, this poem I kind of understand a lot more than the last poem. This one really does speak to me, and it kind of shows how, lonely, Yuri is. The raccoon is, a friend that she wishes she had. I'll be your raccoon, don't worry, Yuri. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I already said what it's about. I kind of get it. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me, to indulge in my own more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would only make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's different sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm really glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things, aren't you? Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you. We need more people in this world like you. That's exaggerating a little bit, Yuri. It's just how I feel, you know? I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing with someone. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. It makes me feel good to know I had such a positive impact on Yuri. Anyways, let's go see our best friend Sayori. Oh! I like this one, Francis. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by the heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. I'm starting to think Sayori doesn't really understand my poems, and she's just saying that they're good because, well, you know, it's me, and I'm her best friend, and she doesn't want me to feel discouraged, so she's just going off like, yeah, this is good. Which, if she's doing that, I really wish she wouldn't. Like, I would appreciate a little bit of honesty, you know, because how am I going to get better if you keep telling me that everything I do is great, right? Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole poem thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. That doesn't help me. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about our people. You need to think about yourself once in a while, you know? If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. And I don't want that to happen to you. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too? Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet, that's it! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you feel a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can help give the rain clouds a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings. Thanks. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Batos. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles. All in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the towel between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, tweeting something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. Inside my friend. That's a sad poem! That one actually legitimately made me sad. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this. Monika taught me a whole lot, you know? And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit more. Writing is like magic, you know. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I can speak! Alright, Natsuki, well, you're the last one again. I don't mean for it to be this way, but that's just the way it is. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Tell you what. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? How dare you guess the truth? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri wouldn't love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Uh-oh, looks like I'm in trouble. Just shut up, okay? I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shows the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, you don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, I don't even get to read her poem. Wow. I thought we had to show it for everybody.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right?
Not exactly. I haven't read Natsuki's, but...
I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much, I have a plan. And we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell you what we're actually going to be doing in the first place.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too.
I don't think anybody's going to do that.
Sarah's putting out on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of this.
Sayori, who's been covering a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did.
Also, isn't it kind of unprofessional to bring this up and be like, hey, you're performing with, well, basically putting it with us, like just dropping it on us out of nowhere? Like, hell, even a teacher lets us know that, hey, performance is coming, so we have time to, prepare and get our shit together. Monika is not really giving us that. It's just like, hey, you're performing.
Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember when Natsuki and Yuri have never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in a whole room full of people.
Yeah, you should have thought that part through, huh?
I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club after all. If we start the event and each put in on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do.
It wasn't really feelings that brought me here, though. It was sad eyes and cupcakes.
If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Yeah, they're still not on board, and Sayori looks kind of worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help her out a little bit, or help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but I got nothing to add to that. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yep. I've been defeated once again. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright!
Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. I'm not going to respond to that, but there may be some truth in those words.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reading them in front of each other.
No way! Monika, this is all too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Well, I get it, but you're really bringing all of this on us, like, out of nowhere. Oh, no.
Don't worry. I'll start out to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Well, unlike everyone else, she had time to practice because, well, she's the one who came up with this idea and basically just dropped this bombshell on us without giving us time for preparation. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. Why, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri crunches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly, over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called... After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Maybe Monika inspired her. Maybe her performance inspired her to be like, hey, I can do this, and hey, maybe I can do even better than this. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Yeah, you know what she's like when she really gets into it. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she illuminates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into that whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Wow. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Let's hear it for Yuri, everybody. Big rounds of applauses. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was very good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Yeah, that just took a lot out of her. Okay, I guess I'm next. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reacting to our people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Her poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to catch more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. Good job. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Francis liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that our poem wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery shouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay!
Who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Francis. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Francis lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do. You bitch! Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get this over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Maybe because you're performing? Hello? When you speak, what do? We listen to the person speaking.
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Very, very creative. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappeared a little. While she's still a little unenthusiastic, her poem has a rhyme and rhyme to it. Or rhythm and rhyme. Sorry, I can't read today. Come on. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. I hate to be that guy, but I gotta give my respect to everybody, you know. Even a sourpuss like Natsuki here. She hops back to her seat.
Now that wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of our people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for our people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I get it. That actually makes sense. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be the other way around for me. Well, this is how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I wanted to thank everyone for coming in, though. Or for coming through.
I really can't read today.
It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reading.
Jeez. I should probably find some art poem to recite instead.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be your own, you know. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting up with this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to this? It's It's okay, Francis. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on our way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Oh boy! Oh no! Oh, in this situation, oh boy. Oh, Sayori, why you gotta put me in this spot? Okay, walk home with Yuri or still walk home with Sayori? I think I would still walk home with Sayori because Sayori and I are neighbors, right? So it makes more sense to walk with her. Where if I walked home with Yuri, once we get to her house, I still have quite a walk to get back to my place. So I think at the same time, I would still go home with you, Sayori. Plus, you've been my best friend for as long as I can remember. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But, she's so beautiful and she's so smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Francis. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. I'm sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I think I know! Alright, it's poem time, guys! And I'm gonna try and write something for somebody else. We're gonna try and make a Natsuki poem, so we gotta think about cute things. So, ribbons are cute. Yeah! And, special? No, I probably should've gone with funny, okay. Shiny? Yeah, you like shiny things, don't you? Games? Yeah, there you go. Party? Everyone loves a party? Oh, that's a Sayori thing. Okay, that's fine. Play? Oh, god damn it. Hop? There we go. Skirt? Yeah, there we go. Sticky? Yeah. Pink? I know you love pink. Sparkle? Oh. Rose? Really? Man, picking out words for Natsuki is hard. Perfect. Boop sounds like a word for her. Like a, like a silly word. Silly. Lipstick. Okay, that one kind of surprises me, but alright. Fluffy. Bed. Yeah, of course that's a you thing. And, okay. I already forget what word I just clicked. I think it was poof or something like that, or puffy, something like that. And let's end it with lucky. Let's see who that was for. It seemed to be kind of 50-50 between Sayori and Natsuki. But we'll see how we do. Either way, that's going to do it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and coming back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Bye, everybody.